Jump into it. Whoa. Screen turned. They abandoned the God who had made them. They sacrificed unto demons whom they knew not.
I hadn't heard from my brother in over 3 months, which wasn't unusual. Nick tends to disappear for months at a time, not returning my calls, and then he surfaces again as if nothing had happened. I've gotten used to it. I don't blame him, considering the childhood we had. I've read somewhere that siblings with shared traumatic pasts tend to grow apart faster when they're adults. Then, last night at around 3 a.m., he left a voice message. I heard it when I woke up a few hours later.
Maya, I hope you're okay. I know I haven't been in touch, but I just wanted to let you know. You may not hear from me again. For a while. I don't want you to worry, though. I'm in a spot of trouble, but nothing I can't handle. I'll figure it out.
Spot of trouble.
Whatever you do, don't come looking for me. I'll call you when things are right. I know I haven't said this enough, but I do love you. Always have. Goodbye, Maya.
I must have called him dozens of times, but there was no answer, and then his phone was switched off. I took the next available flight out early next morning. I didn't sleep a wink on the plane. I kept thinking about what kind of trouble he might be in. As soon as I landed, I checked into a motel and then took a cab to the last address I had for him. In the pre-dawn light, the city seemed to grow more decrepit the further in I went, like a thing whose core was growing rotten. I don't know what kind of trouble he's in, but when we were growing up, after Ma died, when it was just the two of us, he'd come to me when he was in real deep and needed saving.
It's more like story than I expected.
And I would save him.
Thought it was just gonna like jump us right in.
I should get this over with quickly. I'll find him, make sure he's okay, then head back. I'm already missing a day at work.
Well, fuck your work. Your friend's more important.
405.
Left click on objects in your surroundings to interact with them. Oh my god, the walking is so weird. What'd she say? 405? It's probably that way.
Gross. Looks like it hasn't been emptied in days. Whose bright idea was it to leave this open? A child might fall in. Somebody should really close this shaft. It's an accident.
Looks really gross in here. Somebody's fighting.
Hello? Huh, where'd they go? There was someone just here. Well, this is it. I should just ring the doorbell, see if he answers. Although if he's been drinking, I don't have much hope.
I don't think anybody's home.
I guess he's either not home, or he's sleeping off a drunken binge, which would not be entirely surprising. Maybe I should just try to open the door and let myself in.
Ew, it's dirty.
Gosh,
in here
what is
too.
that smell? There's gotta be a light switch somewhere. Nick? Nick, are you here? There's gotta be a light switch somewhere. There's gotta be a light switch
Okay, I heard you the first time. Holy shit.
How is he living like this? This is terrible. Looks like he's literally living out of a suitcase at this point. He told me he was making money on a freelance web development gig. Was that all a lie? What's he doing with the money he gets? Right, like this is gonna keep me out. Nick, are you in there? Are you okay? Open this door. I guess I should find some other way to get it open.
The hell is laying around that I could use to open the door? It's all like trash.
Well, there you go. Looks like he's fallen off the wagon again. Oh, Nick. I sometimes think if he hadn't had that accident, if his best buddy Alex hadn't been killed, things might have turned out different for him. He was 16, driving home from a party. Alex in the passenger seat. Nick had no business being behind the wheel that night. He was drunk out of his mind.
Damn, he killed his own friend.
Alex was killed on the spot. Nick survived, but he could never forgive himself for Alex's death. With Ma gone, I was supposed to be the parent, rein him in. I should have been tougher with him. I messed up there. I guess I neglected him when it mattered. That's on me.
Random expedition now? Yeah. I didn't think there'd be like any kind of background on this, but
Would it hurt to clean up a little? I think I just lost my appetite. The first thing I'm going to help him do is clean this place up. That alone should bring some positivity to his life situation. He's probably been in this apartment for what, 10 months now? How much would it hurt him to get a cupboard to put his clothes away? Didn't know he kept this old picture of Ma. This was taken maybe a year before she died, before the cancer started turning her into skin and bones. When Ma got sick, he was 8 and I was 15. We watched her waste away and die from cancer. We never knew our father. No kid should have to lose both parents so early. We moved in with Aunt Sheba after that. She mostly left us alone, so I had to pretty much raise him. Or at least I tried. I did the best I could, but hell, I was dealing with my own demons. I guess I made a pretty poor substitute for Ma. What is he doing to himself? Once I find him, I'm gonna have to see about getting him some real food while I'm here.
it's a lot of trauma.
Why can't he get a bed like a normal person?
What the hell am I supposed to find in here to unlock the door? Because it's like, it's literally like all garbage. I don't get it. Is it something outside? No, because I can't go out.
Hello?
I guess I just had to
Nick,
watch those.
are you in there? Quit playing. Jeez. Hello?
What the hell is he?
Hello? How did this door open? There's gotta be a light switch somewhere.
So this room, his streamer room is like immaculate. And then you walk out and he lives like a fucking pig. Is this Asmongold? Are we playing an Asmongold game?
There's gotta be a light switch somewhere.
Okay, I'll get the light switch. Hold on.
Well, at least I know where all his money's going. But where the hell is he? I see his taste in music hasn't changed. All the death metal and occult stuff he was always into. I wonder if he still actually plays. He was obsessed with the guitar for a while in school, formed a band. They weren't all that good. Lasted all of 6 months. He used to love these consoles growing up. He'd spend hours locked into those games. I guess it was an escape for him after Ma passed and we were living at Aunt Sheba's. The worst period of our lives. He was such a quiet kid back then. I should check this computer. Maybe it'll give me some clue to what's going on with him. I should turn on this computer. A USB drive? Let me see if I can find one. This could be it.
Finally got it all set up. The Sandbox OS, a heavily secure modded Linux variant running as a VPC, and the game contained within. This may be overkill, but it's better to be precautious considering the rep/urban legends around the game. A single exe file, not cleverly named, no instructions. To think it took me nearly 6 months to track it down on the dark web. The things I had to trawl through to find it, things I don't think I can ever unsee. I don't have much hope for humanity anyway. We're broken beyond redemption. I'll continue taking notes in these text files. If the game is the real deal, it'd make for an interesting reading. I could edit it and put out Reddit posts maybe. Maybe do an accompanying video playthrough. Would be a cool way to start the game content channel. I've always wanted to. Myers track record. Okay, I don't want to read all that. Anyway, first things first, I have to get the game to work. It keeps crashing when I click it. The lore says that it works at random. You just have to keep clicking. The code is probably corrupted. The urban legends around the game are fascinating, if not profoundly disturbing. Okay, that's it, I guess, for that. I am interested. It's just a lot of like listening. It's not really playing until now. Listen, if you don't hear from me tomorrow, maybe this game killed me too.
Snip
But it's just a man. Oh. Application crashed.
Wait, that file wasn't there before. I'm sure of it.
Got it to run. First impressions, creepy but mostly crappy. A grainy, pixelated PS2 era style walking sims. The game is also unstable, crashed 4 times already. Good thing I sandboxed it. It's chewing up OS files and then randomly spitting them back. The game has no credits, no title screen, no save load. After every crash, it randomly teleports you to different levels. It was hard to find, had to trawl through fake leads and BS. I would have given up sooner had I not believed there was some truth to the stories. I finally stumbled on the game almost by accident, following an Anon link to a file dump on an Onion server. I found it a mystically named zip archives, many of them full of unspeakable images. The myth of the game, which I pieced together sifting through volumes of shitposts for silvers of truth, suggests that only one copy can exist at a time, and that it selects the player by allowing itself to be found by those seeking it. It is said to have been birthed in the dark web, that seedy underbelly of humanity's worst impulses, forged not by human hands, but by some unknown force. The symbols are graffiti or ancient entity, like a greater demon that latches onto his host. Perhaps most disturbing of all is the notion. I guess we'll see what level it teleports us to. No.
What the hell is this? Nick! I'm pretty sure that was Nick's photo in there. But that makes no sense. I've got to get this game going again. Looks like it's crashed. I should restart the computer. Jeez, that scared me. Just the lights. The electrics here are falling apart.
Mega tech support. Fix it, Lar. It's broken. Getting worse. Growing signs of malevolence. Waking nightmares, oppressive thoughts, general malaise, and intense craving for defilement. Weird sounds from the other room. Voices, footsteps, shifting shadows. An hour ago, the webcam turned on by itself and took a pic. I was able to identify the entity from the symbols in the graffiti. Biel Nagin, aka the ill spirit of guilt and grief. Here's the entry from Deacon, perhaps the only demonology wiki with some authenticity. A greater demon from pre-biblical times, first worshipped by the Lagani sect and then Samaria. requires human sacrifice, feeds on fatalism, guilt, and grief, manifests in the recurring nightmares of killers, in the lust regret cycles of sex offenders, in the dying fugue of men walking, and the guilt borne by family members of suicide victims, and the PTSD of war survivors, and the haunting dread of good people gone incoverably wrong, a vile parasitical being that consumes those who it selects. I thought at first there was no point to the game, just walk from point A to point B activating shrines, but the simplicity could be deliberate. The pattern of the symbols, the piles of refused filth, the witherings on the scrolls, and all of it suggests an invocation. If so, the point of the game may be to simply complete it. If I made a terrible mistake, what have I awakened in the deep dark? This is like, I don't know, I guess I just didn't expect, like, what's going on here. Doesn't want to open this time. To pad the playtime by making the game fail to open? Yeah, that's true too. This one's not turning on. What does that mean? The only thing driving me crazy so far is like how slow you walk. What the heck? Did we just get possessed? Oh, he wasn't turned on. Okay.
Help me. Please.
Help me, please.
You have to help me.
Nick?
I'm scared, Maya. It's awful here. Please, help me.
Oh.
That was Nick's voice, I'm sure of it.
So he's stuck
I'm gonna
in the
get this
game?
PC going again. Hello? Is someone there? It's too dark in here. I should get the lights on.
Oh, somebody's in the bathroom.
Nobody. Nick.
But his face... What is happening to me?
We need to go help him. You stay in the game. Oh my gosh. Catch you later. I saw Alex today. He was here in the apartment, standing by the far wall. He looked the same as he did when I saw him all those years ago on a gurney in a morgue the day after the accident. His dead body cold, his face split open, his eyes wide. Despite his horrific wounds and the odd angle of his neck, he was somehow still alive. He called out to me. He was grinning. But I saw the hatred in his dead eyes. I survived the accident. Even though I was the one drunk and driving, I was flung out of the car and came to unhurt except for a few scratches. He wanted me to follow him. I begged for forgiveness, but I know it's too late for that. There can be no redemption for a man like me. I must go after him. I have no choice. First I have to call Maya. I have to warn her. I have to tell her to stay put, not come looking for me, because I know Maya. She'll come looking if she doesn't hear from me for too long. She still feels responsible for me, even after all these years. Still blames herself for my failures, even though she absolutely shouldn't. If only she knew she's the last good thing left in my life. The reason I'm alive is because she saved me a million times already. But she can't save me this time. Not from this. And I can't let her get hurt. If she comes down here... Bother to call and file a missing persons report when you can just get yourself killed? I don't know. I mean... who would like believe this story anyway, you know? I hate it when people crawl like that. It's sick. So maybe we're picking up like pages of a spell to bring him back or something. I thought somebody was gonna be looking at me through there. Oh, but there's somebody up here. Who's this? Found the demon.
What the hell was that?
Nick! Wait! Nick! Nick!
The fuck is in here?
Nick! Nick, stop! It's me!
He's got the red eyes. It's not Nick anymore.
What the hell?
Of course it's down.
Maya, I'm down here.
I can't
Come
even
quick.
tell what that is.
Maya, come on. I'm waiting for you, Maya.
We're literally like
Where are you?
climbing the stairs down into hell, and
We're
we're just
all
like
waiting.
totally cool with it.
You can't save me, Maya. You never could. Even when we were growing up, you couldn't even protect me from myself. The accident, Alex's death, my miserable life, all of it could have been different. If only you'd done what you were supposed to do.
What was I supposed to do?
Who are you? What have you done to my brother?
Sometime later, I found myself back in the apartment. I couldn't remember how I got there. There was no sign of Nick, or the thing that had looked like him. And his computer would no longer turn on. I did the only thing I could. I filed a missing person report and flew home.
You fucking see all
It's
that
been 6
shit,
months
and
since
you
then.
just fly back home?
I've tried every possible way to locate him, but there's been no word from him. I keep thinking about the thing I saw at the bottom of those stairs, the thing from inside the game. When it came at me, just before its awful malevolence could engulf me, something, or someone, stepped between us and shielded me. I think that's how I got away. I think it was Nick who saved me.
That wasn't bad. That was different than what I've played. Apparently that was Nick's goat.